All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for hopping in. We got our next little bonus break today. We weren't scheduled to do this one, but we decided why not. Going back again, this time to 1992 Top Stadium Club Baseball Series 1. Not really that exciting of a set, other than these are really quality cards. You got some really, really nice photography, which was pretty cool when these first came out. Now, I think what we might run into is a lot of these cards with the really glossy stuff, they start sticking to each other. So you got to do some weird bending and breaking of the cards in order to actually get them apart from each other. But these actually seem pretty good. Maybe I'm thinking of a different set. But we're going to run through these pretty quick. Like I said, not a whole lot of exciting. There's not really inserts in these. I think we've got the members' choice clubs. If we can go cards, if we go back in time, we can fill out these things and maybe win something. But yeah, you see they're sticking a little bit. There's lots of Hall of Famers in here, though. So Larry Walker was a great player. Don't know if he was a Hall of Famer. I can't think off the top of my head. David Cone, that's an interesting card. David Cone's a really, really good pitcher, but got him there as a batter, which is definitely not a strong point. But the quality of the pictures of these was fantastic, especially back in this time frame. You look at like the regular tops at this time, quality just not quite there, but these are some really good pictures. All right, so probably a lot of guys no one's ever even heard in here. Wouldn't feel too bad about that. We'll go in to pack number 2. Another thing, the backs of these cards were really nice. You always get to see the rookie card of that player, as long as Topps had one. I think they kind of took some liberties with these because they always had the rookie cards, but some players didn't actually really have a Topps rookie card, so Topps just kind of make up what they think their rookie card should have been. Travis Fryman, there's a good player, not quite a Hall of Fame caliber guy, but he was a good player. Got to make sure these aren't sticking all together. That big amount of glossy stuff that they threw on top of these. Dante Bichette, that's Bo Bichette's dad. We just recently pulled a Bo Bichette out at the National Sports Card Day that Topps had going on yesterday. Had a lot of fun at that. Me and my boys went there and got to open up some cool stuff, got some good deals, a whole lot of people there. It was pretty exciting to see. Ooh, there's Juan Gonzalez on the back. That guy was a monster back in the day. All right, let's see, we got here Ron Tingley. It's kind of a fun last name, Tingley. Go ahead. Willie McGee. Fun name to say again. Good player, but yeah, not quite the Hall of Famer. But there's a Hall of Famer, Barry Larkin. Pretty sure he's in the Hall. Maine. Jeff Montgomery. Well, that's interesting. Look at that. Is that the Mets throwback? Giants? Yeah, I guess it is New York. Oh yeah, New York Giants back in the day. That's kind of cool. Got the picture on the old throwback. Not their typical uniforms. Walt Weiss was one of those guys who was an up-and-coming superstar that he was a good player, but there was a whole lot of hype about him. I remember his cards shooting up in value quite a bit. Juan Gonzalez, really, really good hitter. All right, got some help here going through. What do we got here? Dwight Smith. I think that's another one who had a whole lot of hype around him. Kevin Muster, Luis Gonzalez. He had some really good years. BJ Surhoff, another good player.
Sticky.
Oh, they're sticking again. Yeah, you gotta be a little. Well, I wouldn't use your thumbnail for him. All right, Lonnie Smith. Mackie Sasser, another fun name to say. Who was that? Oh, no, keep going. I just saw the red uniform and my mind went to Barry Larkin. Not quite Barry Larkin. So some of the Hall of Famers that I think we can get in here is going to be, I think Cal Ripken is in the Series 1. Actually might be card number 1. Didn't look at the checklist very well before we did this. Probably should do a little bit more research before we start cracking them open. But part of the fun is just going through them.
That's a lot together. I'll get this.
Did you just go through 2 packs there?
Yeah. Nice. There's some more that are stick together that I'll get after.
All right. Try to.
I know. I'm very bad at this.
You're doing fine.
Yeah.
Oh, the Eck. That's one of the best relievers. He was really good. I want it too.
It's the Owen. These are stuck together.
Sorry. Oh, there's the Barry Larkin. Anyone else you recognize?
Not really.
Let's see, I'm gonna start to just pull out some highlights of what I see here. Probably not a whole lot. Like I said, not a lot of flashy stuff in here. I just got a couple that caught my eye here. That's a really cool card, Roberto Alomar. I think that's a good action shot there. That's one of the things I always liked about this set. And man, he was a great second baseman. Pete O'Brien, nothing real fancy there, but I just appreciate a guy wearing glasses while he's playing. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What you got next? Man, another Barry Larkin. It's a hot box for Barry Larkins. The third one we pulled already. I thought the distribution was pretty good in this set. What you got there? Oh, David Cone. That's David Cone again. Again, he's a pitcher, but they decided to throw the. Oh, Dion Sanders. You heard of Dion Sanders?
Yeah. Was he good?
He was a really good player. He played football too. So there's actually a whole special about him, about the time that he played in the World Series and played in a football game in the same day, I think. He took a helicopter from one to the other. All right. I'll take back what I said about good distribution because I just got I'll show you in a second. It just got a repeat of exactly what we just went through.
Bert. That guy I've seen like 3 times.
Yeah, there's Dante Bichette again. Yeah, the distro isn't as great as I thought it was. We definitely went through this series of cards just a minute ago when I hit the John Burkett with Throwback Uni, Walt Weiss, and I remember him, Juan Gonzalez, and right before BJ Surhoff. So yeah, we're getting a lot of the same there. Have we gone through these?
No. We haven't.
Ooh, there's the other Maddox, Greg's brother. Was a pitcher for a while too. Didn't quite have the same career, but you know, obviously a pretty big deal to make it to the major leagues. Anyway, so not a knock on him. All right, let's see what we got in here. We'll go through these pretty quickly. There's another Dion Sanders, prime time. Oh boy, a lot of guys that were decent players, but nobody's ever. You guys are going to remember Dante Bichette, again, Bo's dad. Hal Morris. Hey, cover off the ball. Let's see. Hal Morris. Moose, Mike Mussina. I think he's a Hall of Famer too. Rob Deere. Guy struck out so much. He was either a home run or a strikeout every time he was up. 25 home runs, which is pretty good back in 91. You know, not a huge amount, but 175 strikeouts, 179 batting average. Yeah, Rob Deere, home runner strikeout every time, I think. Danny Tartable, he was a really good player. Really good action shot. Andy Van Slyke. Checklist card. Always exciting to get those. All right, Blackjack McDowell. He's a really good pitcher. I think Jack McDowell one time lost a no-hitter. He gave up a solo home run to the first batter. I don't know if it was the first pitcher or not, or first pitch or not, but then he had a no-hitter other than that. Vince Coleman, that guy was a stolen base monster. It's always exciting every time he got on base. What? Stan Linda. Harold Reynolds, he's on TV now. He's all famous. He's one of the Baseball Tonight guys. Was a good player back in the late 80s, early 90s. Kent Herbeck. Another, I don't think he struck out quite as much as Rob. Actually, he had pretty good batting average, 284. Hit a lot of home runs.
What are we looking for?
Back on the Twins. Well, there's lots of Hall of Famers in here. There's, look what I just found. Spike Owen. That's one of our favorites here. All right, you want to go through those? Anything look neat in there?
No.
Even if it's a cool picture, just call it out because
That
some of the
one's
pictures
kind of.
they've got really good action shots in a lot of these. They don't do a whole lot of the portrait stuff where the guys are just posed or anything, but they do some of them. But I like the action shots they do instead. I think I just found one I liked. We'll go through here. I'll see if I can point it out. And Mike Musina, the Moose, again. Such a corny pose. Bernie Williams. Man, look at the glasses on that guy. I don't. Did he always wear glasses? Those are huge. John Kruk. There's a good action shot of him. Not the fastest guy in the world, but the guy played really hard. All right. There's a couple other cheesy posed pictures. Kevin Mitchell. That's actually a pretty cool one. I like the all black background. That looks kind of neat. All right. Oh, falling behind here. Get a couple more open. How many we got left? We still got quite a few left. Yeah, another nice thing about these boxes back in the day, you get a whole lot to go through. Ken Kennedy. Good. He was I'm pretty sure he was an all-star several years. He had a pretty good career. Let's see, that year. So it was like his third or fourth year in the league. He had some decent seasons. That team was pretty stacked. They had a lot of really good hitters. What you got there? Don't know. Is that someone you know? Hensley Mullins. Can I tell you my Hensley Mullins story?
No.
It's not much of a story. I got his autograph one time when he was in the minor leagues. And I used to live near Toledo, and my dad took me to a Toledo Mudhens game, and he was actually the one we were really excited to find because I think there was a lot of buzz around him. He was an up-and-coming superstar in the Yankees organization, and his nickname was Bam Bam, Bam Bam Mullins, and hey, I got his autograph, so that was really cool. That's all to go through?
Yeah. A lot.
I'm going to go through and just pull out the stuff. See if there's anything new that we haven't seen. I don't remember these.
Candy.
Really?
It's candy.
I don't remember the distribution being so bad where you get like the same group of guys right in a row all the time, but that seems to be happening a lot here.
Ooh, I got a checklist.
Good way to know what opens up. I got a couple here I want to share.
There's two.
Two what?
Cards are 3 stuck together. Junior Felix. I always see them. Rob Deere.
Rob Deere?
Mhm.
That was the guy who I was telling you strike out. He's a strikeout or a home run most of the time.
Another
One of them
checklist.
checklist cards. Super fun. Hurt the man wearing.
Because I have 3 packs in here.
All right, what else we got here? No.
There's only like one stuck together.
I do miss the Expos logo. I thought that was a pretty cool logo, and don't have it anymore. There's another guy with something about wearing big glasses and playing sports is just interesting to me. That's the third guy from the early '90s here. We pulled out with the gigantic specs. A couple other cards note here. Omar Viskal. This is before he got traded to Cleveland when he was out with the Mariners. Being a Cleveland fan, I was a big fan of Omar Viskal. Great fielder. Robin Ventura. So this guy was another one who came out of was a lot of buzz around him when he was young. I think he like set the college record for batting average or something. But the thing he's most known for is getting beat up by an old man.
What?
So Nolan Ryan, have you heard of him? So Nolan Ryan was a tremendous pitcher, had a super long career. He pitched till he was older than me. He pitched until I think he was 45 or something. He was still leading the league in strikeouts in his 40s. And one time he hit Robin Ventura, who's like 20 years younger than him. Robin Ventura ran out at the mound to charge him, and Nolan Ryan grabbed him in a headlock and started punching him in the face.
What?
You can go look it up. It's on YouTube. I'm sure it's fantastic. Hard. Yeah, not the thing you want to be famous for, right? All right, what do we got here? Cecil Espy.
Was he good?
Fun name to say. Oh, Paul O'Neill, he's a good player. Played for the Yankees a lot too. Bud Black. Who was that? Ramon Martinez? Yeah, he's a really, really good pitcher. Through the heat. What else we got here? Lance Parrish. I remember him playing around. He played for Detroit for a long time. Robbie Thompson. Got a few of those. There's Hensley Newlands again. Is this? No. All right.
They're getting big.
We got some more we can run through here. Joe Girardi, before he was the coach. Dennis Eckersley. Kevin Moss, that was another guy that had a whole bunch of buzz around him for a while. I remember his cards spiking up in price. Trying to figure out where the best distance is to keep these cards from the camera. This camera is not the best. Danny Tartable was a real good player. I'm pretty sure he was an all-star several years. All right. Got any more ready to go?
Right here.
All right, what do we got? Here's Tam Belinda. And another Robin Ventura. Herb Willingham, I don't think we've run into him so far. Terry Steinbeck. He was man, that was a name that was around for Candy Maldonado. Is that who you were laughing at, Candy? Yeah, there's some good quality names back then. Another checklist there. Got some more ready to fly through here. Jack Clark, he was a really good player. Played for a long time too. Dave Justice, is that year or a couple of years after his rookie? Had some good years with Cleveland too. Remember, a lot of people weren't so sure about signing him, but man, he had a good career. Wally Joyner, another guy who had a whole bunch of buzz around him at some point. His cards spiked up, but never quite maintained that level. Who else we got here? Luis Salazar. Kent Merker, that's another one. He had I can't remember if it was a rare card or what happened, but he had a card that was in some sort of Fleer rookies, Fleer update, something that went up in price quite a bit. All right. Cecil Fielder. He's another guy that hit some bombs. Just like Rob Deere for the Tigers, too. Had a weird career. I feel like he just kind of came out of nowhere and started smashing 50 a year. Joe Girardi, the coach again. Seeing lots of repeats now. Mark Wohlers. Wonder if that's the guy I'm confusing with that Braves pitcher who had the spiking card prices. Because that sounds familiar too. How we doing? How many we got left?
This is the last one.
On the left. This one I'm doing right now?
No.
There's one more
I
coming.
have two.
One more coming. Sims, Mike Fielder. There's that Kevin Mitchell card. Which
I'm going, and then you can do the last one. Another one of these.
How you doing over there?
Good. Right, Jordan.
How you doing there?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Anybody interesting catching your eye?
No.
Terry Steinbeck again. I don't know why that name really jumps out to me. Bernard Gilkey. He was a big prospect too. All right, and I think we got the last ones here. There's some nice picture there. I like that one. Look at that.
That's
Lonnie
the
Smith
third one.
running over. That must be, is that Brian Harper, I guess, running over the catcher. So catcher's trying to stop him from scoring. Catcher got in the way, and Lonnie Smith took him out. Chili Davis. So you had Candy Maldonado. How about Chili Davis? We can have a whole meal of players' names. Chris Hoyles. I bring him out, and nobody probably knows him, but he grew up really close to where I did. Born in, what does that say?
Ohio.
Yeah, but what city?
Bowling Green.
Bowling Green. I was born in the same town as him. How about that? Brett Butler was a really good player, and I think the rest of this is all stuff we've already seen. Is that it?
Yep.
That's all of them? All right, now we got some cleanup to do with all these packs here. All right, thanks everyone who joined in. Please let us know if you got any comments. We'll see you later. We're going to be doing a live stream of, let's see, we got, we'll do it. We got the live stream of, we got our Sage Mega Box with all the autographs in it. We're actually going to have a prize box that we add in there, and then we're also going to highlight some of the stuff we got National Trading Card Day. So we'll see you about 7 o'clock Eastern, sometime around there. Thanks, everyone.